You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 4th of February, 2026. It is 45 days after the winter solstice. It is 44 days before the spring equinox. The sun rises today at 7:03 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:10 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:17 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:46 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 6:18 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 16 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 91% full at midday. The moon sets today at 8:27 a.m., and then it rises again at 8:36 p.m. The third quarter will arrive on Monday, the 9th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the early morning, low tide, 5:34 a.m., -9 centimeters. Near midday, high tide, 11:57 a.m., 1 meter 46. In the evening, low tide, 5:59 p.m., -18 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in the winter, perhaps we can consider one creature that is very much part of our lives, the common cockroach. In our heated houses and apartments, they certainly do not slow their pace, as we provide them an almost subtropical environment indoors all year long. No one knows how many cockroaches live in New York City. Some estimates put them in the billions. And apart from being creepy-crawly, their waste and discarded body parts can trigger asthma attacks, which is one reason areas prone to infestations correlate with the highest asthma rates in the city. The advice for dealing with roaches emphasizes common sense, depriving them of food or water. So the cleaner the house, with food carefully stored and garbage regularly removed, the less likely they are to thrive. The city actually recommends pesticides only as a last resort. They are part of the animal world around us, for better or for worse. Commemorations. Imperial Adventures. On this day in 1899, Emilio Aguinaldo, the President of the Philippine Republic, declared war on the United States. The Philippines had recently been freed from Spanish rule after the Spanish-American War, but when Filipinos declared their independence, the United States regarded the move as a rebellion and sent forces to annex the island. The author Mark Twain was aghast at our imperial overreach. President McKinley was unmoved. The Philippines would remain an American colony until 1946. On this day in 2004, Facebook was launched by Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Saverin. Who knew at that time how social media would change our lives? Today we remember Dietrich Bonhoeffer, born this day in 1906 in Breslau, in what was then a part of the German Empire. The Protestant pastor and theologian struggled to maintain the integrity of the church under the rule of the Nazis. He was executed in the closing days of the war for his resistance to the Hitler regime. After the war, his posthumous book, Letters and Papers from Prison, was widely read as a warning to those who would allow their Christian faith to be co-opted by right-wing political movements. Today we also remember Betty Friedan, born this day in 1921. Her 1963 book, The Feminine Mystique, helped to ignite the second wave of feminism in the United States. Friedan co-founded the National Organization for Women, or NOW, in 1966. Finally, we wish a happy birthday to Alice Cooper, born this day in 1948. The so-called godfather of shock rock has had a five-decade career, and his stunts on stage, combined with his raspy voice, make him a real original. We miss his snake. Happy birthday to Alice Cooper. Today is Rosa Parks Day in California and Missouri, honoring the birthday of the civil rights activist. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 4th of February, 2026.